Listen, y'all, the mind is such a fantastic muscle that is worked every day. No matter what you do, your mind is worked every day. No matter where, like, matter if you're just in a sedentary pose, no matter if you're on the move, no matter what you do, your mind is always being worked. My mama always told me that the mind's a terrible thing to waste, and she tried to get us to understand the fact that if you're not constantly using your mind, or if you're just lollygagging, you're just going through life any old way that you want to, not really utilizing the tool that God has given you, you're going to waste it. It's just like if I build muscles, right? If I build muscle, boom, 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 I'm building muscle, and then all of a sudden, if I don't use those muscles, all of a sudden, if I just sit at home, chilling, not really going to work out, not really putting in the work, not really putting in the effort, I'm not going to get stronger. I'm just going to get weaker because my muscles, they're just going to, it's not going to be stronger as it should be. It's going to get weaker. So that's why I have to constantly work out in order to have a healthy heart, in order to have muscles, in order to get to a period of life where I say, you know what, I'm comfortable where I am. Everything is going good. And that's why you always got to work out. You always got to work out. And especially when it comes to your mind, you always got to keep your mind fresh. It's fascinating to me. This is fascinating to me. A lot of y'all may not believe this, but to me, this is really fascinating. God created man in His own image. So what does that say? That says that God has to have a mind like a human, a body like a human, because we were created in God's own image, right? We were created after God. So God knew the exact number of bones we needed to have in our body. God knew that we needed to have a tongue. God knew that we needed to have that little thing that connects underneath your tongue. God knew that had to be there. God knew that you need a little like stopper in the back of your throat. God knew all of this. And God even knew the placement of your brain parts, right? And He knew the exact function of your brain, right? Because your left brain does something different, your right brain does something different, back here does something like there's so many intricate parts of your brain that God knew that it had to go there. Now, of course, when we talk about the mind and brain, yes, it's two different things. But your mind is like the central system, because so your mind and brain, I really see it as the same thing, because your brain is the driving force of you. It is the driving force. It tells you when to breathe. It tells your heart when to keep beating. It's sending signals all over your body, nervous system, right? It's sending signals all over your body. Now, your mind itself, the way that you utilize your mind, right? Because we're not talking about the brain now, we're talking about your mind now. So the way that you utilize your mind is that it's active thinking. And it's just thinking all together. It's thinking all together. No matter if it's critical thinking, no matter if it's just thinking. How important is that? So now what happens is that, right? What happens is that the way that you build up your mind, right? The way that you build your mind, the way that you keep your mind sharp, right? Is that you constantly do stuff that stimulates your mind. You constantly do stuff that will stimulate your mind. And even if you have to learn something new, you're stimulating your mind. You're letting your mind know, like, hey, listen, we're about to learn something new. We're about to learn something different. And I need you to be on the same page with me. And now your mind is like, oh man, this is cool. This is cool. Even though we 50 years old, we learning something new. Even though we 50 years old, oh man, this is awesome. I love this. This is great. So now your mind is being used in the right way. Now your mind is being used in the way that it's supposed to. Why do you think so many of these actors and actresses, right, have a lot of are starting to get like Parkinson's and everything else like that, or they're because their brain is on overload, right? Because of course your mind can take so much until it is on overload, and us regular folks, we ain't nowhere near overload. We ain't nowhere near that. But these actors and actresses, they've been learning parts and scenes just so that they can get it right. Just so that we don't have a movie that's like that we're doing something and then all of a sudden they just forget the words, just like line. No, they've learned this. So time after time they have learned their part. So now they're taking in a lot more words than the average human being. They're taking a lot more stuff than the average person. The average person is you, me, everybody else. We are the average people. We are the people that want to know more, but we just don't get more. Now, I'm not telling you to become like an actor and just keep your mind in books, keep your mind on newspaper articles, keep your mind. No, but what I am telling you is that you got to keep your mind sharp. You got to keep your mind focused so that you can become better, so that you can become an individual that is living a better, oh my gosh, my back. So you become an individual that's living a better life for yourself. The mind is a muscle, and you gotta develop that. You gotta work at it day in, day out. That's how you become a better person, is working on your mind. Because you know what? Whenever you want to do something, or whenever you don't want to do something, you tell yourself right in here, right? You're thinking about it. Man, I know I gotta work out. I mean, I could take a day off. I mean, I could just rest. I mean, that new Netflix show just came out. New Netflix movie just came out. So I could watch the movie and I'll be all right, right? Yeah. I don't have to go to the gym. Nah, don't worry about it. Oh, or what about like cleaning, right? Cleaning, doing stuff you need to. You know what? You don't gotta clean right now. Go take a nap. You tired, right? You tired? So go take a nap. Don't worry about it. You cool. You could clean when you wake up. And then when you wake up, you're just like, I don't even want to deal with that right about now. I just want to like eat dinner, go watch a movie, and then go right back to bed. Like I said, you start it in your mind. You tell your mind these things. So now eventually your mind's just like, well, we ain't doing nothing today. Because if you're just sleeping, if you're just slacking off, you're not using the gift that God has given you, is being wasted. That's why it's important for us to always use what God has given us. That's why it's always important to take what God has given us and using it not just for our own glory, but for His glory, y'all. Listen, it's Perkins Talks. It's all things Perkins. Listen, we have food reviews that just came out. We're trying to get back into Saturdays, talking on Saturdays, where it's just you and I, where we just talking on Saturdays. We're starting to get back into that. And then I have a newer thing that I'm trying to start. It's not. So someone commented on my thing is like making fun, and I'm not making fun. It's really a take on how pastors find motivation in something and try to bring out a sermon, right? So I have that on that. I have that part on Instagram, TikTok. I'm trying to do YouTube Shorts. I'm trying to find the shorter version. I'm trying to do the shorter version of it, and it is difficult just to do it in 1 minute time. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is difficult. But so I have that. That's called Pastor Tyrone or Pastor Ty. So I have that. And it's really just like a laughable type of thing. It's nothing to be taken serious. Even though some of the messages, I'm just like, oh, I feel convicted. Come on, somebody, I feel convicted. Speak, Lord, speak. But anyway, so we got that. We do have items that are supposed to be coming out that are brand new. Hopefully, I'll be able to pick it up this weekend and to show y'all what we got. So that's also exciting. What else? Website is still up, so y'all just go ahead and check out the website. Go ahead and check out what we got on the website. Other than that, y'all, this is what we do, y'all. This is what we do. Trying to be original, even though they ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. Take care, y'all. See y'all next time. All right, be blessed. Go ahead and do it. Boom, 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 boom.